Hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. Today is December 1st, but you will see this, on December 2nd. So it's easier for me to do the post-production without hurrying. And in this case, in this way, I can show you what I do in the evenings as well. But okay. Today is December 1st and I woke and I thought, can it be true? Can I open my advent calendars already today? Because yesterday in the evening we went to a public lecture. Is it that? Do you call it that way? You know, when an author presents his new book. And I was focused on that day, so November 30th, so much since 6 months, because that was when I bought the tickets for this public lecture. I was focused on it so much that I forgot, okay, the next day is December 1st and all the fun things start. Like, okay, Christmas market started earlier, but for example, advent calendars. So maybe I can talk a little bit about yesterday. So yesterday, Tommy and I went to this public reading and it was by my favorite German author and thriller/crime author. He is called Sebastian Fitzek. I imagine his surname is a little bit difficult to pronounce or to read for Americans or English-speaking people. Fitzek. And I read all of his books. And his newest book came out a month ago. And I hope this is not too reflective. I will try to do so that you can see it. Okay, this book in German is called Mimik, and mimic is the German word for facial expressions. And every of his books, well, it's always a thriller, it's always very exciting, sometimes it's a little bit disturbing, but all of his books have, next to the plot, or along with the plot, a main topic you learn something about. I always give the example of The Eye Collector. I think this is the English title. It came out in English as well. It was about a blind woman. And along with the storyline and all the thrilling parts, you learn, reading this book, how blind people live their everyday life. Because Hollywood makes weird or shows it in a very weird and unrealistic way, and it was important for him or to him to present the life of a blind person in a realistic way. So he always has consultants, is that the word? Or counselors? No, I think consultants who help him with this specific topic he chose in the current book. And this one is about facial expressions. So he had an expert, and it's a friend of Sebastian Fitzek, along writing this book. So he helped him that he doesn't say, or he doesn't fall into this trap as many do in Hollywood or the Netflix producers. For example, oh, you look with your eyes to the bottom right, oh, you are lying. You are looking to the top right, I'm sorry, or you're looking down to the bottom left. Oh, that must be the truth because she's searching for the words she needs. I don't know. So that is nonsense. And yesterday, during this public reading, he was reading very thrilling scenes out of the book. I have finished this book already. I wanted to have it done before I attend this show. And it was exciting, but it was also very exciting that his consultant, Dirk Eilert, it's a German expert on these things, was with him, and they were showing and explaining these things, micro expressions, only micro expressions, For example, they were filming us, the audience, through the whole show, and sometimes they picked scenes and we all could see the facial expressions of some people in the audience, and then they were analyzing it together to explain how does a person look when she is frightened, excited, annoyed, bored, or whatever. Yeah, that was very exciting. And for me, the most exciting part of that was seeing Sebastian Fitzek live. The first time ever. As I said, I read all of his books. I don't like to call myself a fan, but I guess I am a fan. I'm pre-ordering all of his books always. So I'm looking forward to his announcement for the next book. Already he comes out with a book every year in October. It was, well, if he doesn't change this routine. And I was never disappointed by him, and I could never foresee how a book ends. And I would say I thought about it 2 days. And I think this book, Mimic, I don't know how the English translation will be called, or if there will be an English version of this book. I think it is his best book ever. I found the plot written in English, so a summary in English, and I would just read it to you now. As a consultant to the police, she has already convicted a number of violent criminals. But just as she is struggling with the consequences of memory loss after an operation, she is confronted with the most terrible case of her career. A previously completely blameless woman has confessed to the bestial murder of her family. Only her young son, Paul, survived. After her confession, the mother manages to escape from prison. Is she searching for her son to complete her death mission? Hannah Herbst has only the short confession video to convict the mother and save Paul. The problem? The killer on the video is Hannah herself. Her only way out leads deep into her innermost. With expert advice from Dirk Eilert, the leading facial expression and body language expert in the German-speaking world. So, and yeah, that doesn't even describe the book. It doesn't even. It tells you, okay, that's interesting. Why did she confess something she didn't do, or did she do it? Yeah, very exciting, very thrilling. And I said I never foresee how his books end, and I was reading the last 100 pages in one sitting, and there was a plot twist. Then there was another plot twist, and then there was another plot twist, and then I thought, okay, oh, gosh, only, I don't know, 3 pages left or so. I can relax now. Now the book is ending, you know, they will roll up the story, and you know who it was, how it happened, and all the things. And then all of a sudden, there's another plot twist. I think on the last 2 or 3 pages or so. And Tommy was sitting next to me. He was watching Soccer World Cup. And I can't be silent when I'm so thrilled reading a book. And I was saying things like, no, not really. Fitzek, you are a weirdo. How can you do that? No, I can't believe it. That can't be true. And Tommy was like, everything okay? You have to tell me what you were reading. Is everything fine with you? Are you okay? And I had so many questions, and I was reconsidering the whole plot, the whole book. I was, in the light of the ending of this book, I was thinking about several scenes in the book, and they made a completely different sense all of a sudden. And that is something I appreciate a lot in a book. I don't expect that, because there aren't many authors capable of writing such a story and such a plot with so many twists. And so it is very touching. It still moves me and my emotions, this ending, and it gives you something to think about, definitely. So sorry, I didn't want to talk about that too long, but I love his books. They are amazing. Off to the next book I read today, because it's December 1st, and as every year I'm reading A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And since a few years I'm using this sweet advent calendar book by Koppenrad. It's a German I don't know how it's called, Verlag. The German word is Verlag. And you have a chapter for every day for 24 days, because you know we celebrate on the 24th. Here you see chapter 1, that was what I was reading today. And sometimes you have cute illustrations as well. And I enjoyed it very much. I had Benny on my lap, lit a candle, had my first cup of coffee, and I was reading Charles Dickens. And as every year, it was very hard not to read on after finishing the first of the 24 chapters, and that inspired me to pick up a Charles Dickens book again. I read a lot of his books, and he is my favorite author of all time. You know, I said Sebastian Fitzek is my favorite German author and current author, but if I had to choose one author that I enjoyed reading the most of all books I have ever read, and there are many books I have read, it's Charles Dickens. And I will start to read Great Expectations today. I haven't read it yet. I started with A Tale of Two Cities a year ago, but I interrupted because, yeah, I don't know. I will give it a second chance because I know it's a great classic, but it was too political. And Great Expectations seems to be a typical Charles Dickens plot. You know, a child without parents is struggling and has no money, and London is a hard city when you have no money. If you have no money back then in the time of Charles Dickens, he has to struggle through a lot. Then there is this one person who helps him out and is helping him thrive. And yeah, so that is the typical Charles Dickens plot, like Oliver Twist, David Copperfield, Nicholas Nickleby. And I think Great Expectations will go into the same direction. At least I think that's what I think after I read the summary, or not the summary, of this cover text. So that is the book I will start today. By the way, I don't like that cover. I don't like it when a cover has real people on it, because I like to imagine myself how the people in the book look. And then I will be disappointed if I watch a movie based on that novel, but that's how the world is. Yeah, great. So there was a little bit of book talk today. My plans for today are working. I have to do some shipping, so I have to ship an order. I have to do the post-production for this Vlogmas, and I'm planning new products for the shop. There will be two new Opal collections in December, so this month. One is already 2 weeks in delay. Is that how you say that? I hope so. It should have come out already 2 weeks ago, so you will have 2 new Opal collections. And I don't know if the new product I'm working on will be out in December or in January. It depends how patient I am. Yeah, okay, let's go. I am winding my sport weight sock yarn I have dyed for the shop. It is already available in my shop, but here you see me preparing it. I like sport weight sock yarn because it's you make quicker progress than with fingering weight yarn, but you can wear these socks in your shoes. That's not possible with DK weight yarn in my experience. So sport weight sock yarn is great for quick progress, very cozy and warm socks, especially for people you would like to gift something, but you don't know yet if they are knit worthy. So it's a great testing project for them. If they appreciate sport weight socks, you can go a step further and knit the next time fingering weight yarn socks. Yeah, here you see all the colors. Some have sparkle, some have not. I like both, but I'm a big sparkle fan. I designed a new sock pattern for the Blogged magazine, which is free. So the pattern is free, and the knitting magazine Blogged is a free online knitting magazine. It will come out very soon, I think in 2 weeks, but I will keep you updated on that. And I designed a very easy sock pattern for the last quick Christmas gift, or maybe you want to knit them for yourself. And the sizes and measurements are for 3 different shoe sizes for free. But you can knit all shoe sizes, and you can knit all the patterns on every sock yarn weight with my sock knitting table that is available in my shop. Hello, so you saw me putting up Tommy's advent calendar on the stairs, but now I'm looking for 24 Bible verses to put into the socks, and additionally to the candy. And as you can see, I already decorated. It's not December 1st yet, it is November 22nd, but if I want to show you how I celebrate Advent, you have to see all the preparation that happens before December 1st. So here we are. Sometimes I have to check the Greek original New Testament, because the new translation we have in Germany since 2016 is so weird at some points, but yeah, thank God we have the original here.